Shalom. I just want to take a moment to talk to the men and the young men. I'm outside waiting for my wife's food to be ready. It's a line like crazy, as you can see. But anyway, as I was waiting, I decided to walk across the street and go to a store and get some snacks for after dinner. After I gathered all my snacks, I sat on the countertop, see an older man across from me ringing me up, and I simply asked, "How you doing?" He looked at me, he says, "Man, I would complain," he says, "but I know you don't want to hear all that." I said, "Yes, I do. Tell me what's going on." And he leans back, he was like, "What? Don't nobody ever say that." I said, "Well, I just did, so take advantage of this moment. What's going on?" In short, within a matter of seconds, brothers, his eyes started watering and he started telling me about working at this drugstore. And I'm thinking he didn't like his boss or a co-worker or just wasn't getting paid enough. That wasn't an issue. He was saying that people who would shop there would stop and always talk about him. And I'm like, well, what would they have to say about you? Then he pulls down his mask and he had like a tumor on the side of his face that he's had since he was a child. And he says to me, he says, "You know, for 55 years of my life, people talked about me. They dogged me." He says, and it's just getting to me today. And so I gave him an opportunity just to continue to talk. I didn't say a word. I just listened and I let him know that, you know, I was very empathetic with what he was expressing. It moved me in a way because how often do we as brothers just say, "How you doing?" Like we just saying, "What's up?" Or in Detroit, we say, "What up, though?" But really, when we ask a brother how he is doing, do we really mean to really learn what's really going on inside of him or really know what's going on in his life? So, brothers, next time we ask each other how we're doing, let's be sincere. If we just want to say what's up or hello, say what's up, hello. But when we say how you're doing, take an opportunity to listen. You never know how you can make a man's day. So before I left, I put my fist on the bulletproof glass and we gave each other a pound. And he said, "Thank you, man. I needed to share that." And I just, you know, one of the greatest things you can do for men is to acknowledge that what they're dealing with is heavy. Regardless if it's not heavy to you, it don't matter. If it's heavy to them, that's what matters. And to me, I couldn't imagine having my face with a tumor, and he had so many surgeries, and to be talked about since, he said, for his entire life. And now his job as a grown man, people will stop and talk about him there as well. How difficult that is to hold that in every day. To think someone who says, you know, just how you're doing, that you can't even tell them how you're doing. You just gotta say, "I'm okay." Or what's the classic? "I would complain, but it wouldn't do me no good." So next time, again, you ask a brother how he is doing, we all should ask each other how we're doing. Because again, we tell each other to stay strong, but no one can stay strong. I don't know no human being can stay strong all the time. It's impossible. So again, I just wanted to share that. And hopefully my wife's food will be ready. But let's, you know, continue to grow, continue to break free from emotional incarceration, so that we'll stop suppressing our emotions. Again, like I always say, I said again like 20 times, but suppression leads to depression. Find someone you can trust that you can talk to. Even if it's a stranger and he gives you an ear, take advantage of it. Get what's going on out of your heart and your mind so that you can live full of lives. All right? Shalom.